Hi everybody, this is Pramita here. So I'm waiting for someone to join in as I'm going to make some Jessica Rapp inspired papers. Um, I have seen Rachel Roxy Creations to work on these also. So I kind of did, I think, 2-3 batches, and now I am confident enough that I can show how I do that. It's very similar to Rachel's basically, because I use only paper, mostly paper, and so I'm going to show how I do that. So before I start, I have some book pages that I have glued together. I mean, there are two, two pages over here that I've glued back to back, and I'm going to start working on those. And what I usually do is I start gluing stuff down basically. Okay, so I have a lot of scraps which I plan to use, and I'm just going to tear off some bits and pieces. So here is a paper bag. Actually, I had received some items in a Happy Mail, so I'm just going to tear this up. Jessica and Rachel do an excellent job, so I don't think I can do better than them. It's just that I wanted to show how easy it is to use up your scraps. That's all. And I have been uh, giving inputs on how to use up scraps, I think, for a long period of time. So I thought that I'll go with this and see what happens basically. So I'm just gluing this stuff down. And since this is a book page, this already has a background. So I'm going to work on this. So any extra bit that will be poking here and there, I can trim them down. So I don't want that. So I think this is okay. And you can watch me work while I try to glue stuff down. And basically that's that, nothing else. You just have to glue stuff down and see how things go. So I do have some stuff like this. I can use this. So or I can use something else. So what I can do is I can just see what else do I have, what else can I use. So I can use this paper. So I can use this paper. I'm just going to tear a bit. It's already pretty worn out, so I'm not worried. Not going to use this right now. So I'm going to just, and then you can stitch around these. I have done that, and you can do whatever basically. You can make them into tags, your covers for booklets, whatever. So what I've done is I have is this printable that I had done from Nick the Booksmith's shop on Etsy. I'm going to just trim this part off and use this. Okay, so I'm going to layer this on something. So maybe I'm going to, okay, just let me use this. So I can use this. Yeah, so I can use this. I might go over with my sewing machine later on, so I'm not bothered whether they are totally glued or not. And I can add this over here. And see what happens basically. So what I can do is I can use some music sheet that I have. This is a very old vintage, absolutely, very, very, very old music paper. And it's literally falling apart. So I can use that from here. I don't want this. And I can use this over here. I think this is looking pretty good. Okay, so I am digging into my stash and trying to find out stuff that I can use, and sometimes I get something interesting, sometimes I don't, so I think I can use this. Okay. So generally when I'm doing this, I line up the straight edged portion with the bottom of the front, top, sorry. So I'm going to lay this down and see what else can be added. So I'm just digging into my stash basically and trying to, I won't use this over here, but maybe somewhere later on. Okay, I will